TVJ's Andrew Laidley tells us more.
U.S. President Donald Trump has taken a keen interest in select Caribbean territories. He calls them the Friendly Five. Among them, Jamaica, Bahamas, Haiti, Dominican Republic, and St. Lucia. Mr. Trump met with leaders from these territories earlier this year. That meeting raised skepticism from other uninvited Caribbean countries. The U.S. president, now following up on his commitment to help the Friendly Five, sent a delegation to identify possible areas of investment.
President Trump was clear when he invited the leaders of Jamaica, Haiti, Dominican Republic, St. Lucia, as well as the Bahamas, to be able to come together and understand their common concerns and the opportunities that we have together. So we think OPIC, the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, can help across energy, whether that is in thermal energy and the power plants needed there, or across the wind and solar where we have experience in developing the sector. So we think it's a range of opportunities across the full spectrum of energy that could help for energy independence for Jamaica.
As for Jamaica, the Overseas Private Investment Corporation, OPIC, has a special interest in the energy sector, with pledges to play a greater role in filling the gap that Venezuela has left vacant.
Clearly, we're interested in developing new projects because affordable, reliable energy is key for any sector to develop. We're happy to see the buyback happening with the Venezuelans right now and think that could potentially unlock capital for important power in the months ahead.
Outside of plans to strengthen bilateral ties on energy, OPIC has vowed to help Jamaica improve its water infrastructure.
One thing we learned about today that I didn't know coming in was the acute need for water infrastructure, and the age of the pipes being 50 to 100 years old and not being able to support the economic growth that this government's been able to create. I think that's an important opportunity that we can go back to the United States with and explore that. The Overseas Private Investment Corporation has invested in water projects throughout the world, in water equity and water health, and throughout several countries in trying to develop their water infrastructure. So I think that was something new to me.
President and CEO of OPIC, David Bohigan, says Mr. Trump wants to see Jamaica developed into a fully modern country.
I think that was the reason that President Trump sent us here to meet with leaders in these 5 countries, because of cooperation on the geopolitical stage. I think there's a special relationship that was developed in the meetings with President Trump between those 5 leaders, and it's important to President Trump to send the Overseas Private Investment Corporation to help those countries with their development goals, to make sure that those countries are developing education and healthcare and the infrastructure they need to develop their countries for the 21st century.
The Overseas Private Investment Corporation is a self-sustaining U.S. government agency that helps American businesses invest in emerging markets. OPIC's current portfolio in the Caribbean totals more than $250 million. Close to $220 million of that amount is spent in Jamaica. Andrew Laidley, TVJ News.